And welcome along and welcome back to Spruce Mountain Farms. We're just giving our tractors and equipment a quick washdown after last time's massive seeding job. We've got all of the cotton into our fields now, and all of the maize, because the maize, of course, was what we were planting last time. So really, we're just waiting for those two crops to grow. We do need to hook up the sprayer at some point, which is sitting just the other side of the slurry spreader there, and get that onto the fields because we have a whole load of weeds to get rid of. We also, in fact, yes, we will have a whole load of weeds to get rid of, mainly in the maize field, field 8 that we just did. Our other fields were all ploughed, so they have no weeds on them, thankfully. So they are all good. Yeah, having washed our tractors down, that will help with the maintenance of them. And we'll keep them running fairly nicely, and then we can put all of this stuff away. So, yeah, there we go. That's all done and dusted. A nice, bright, sunny day here on the farm. What we are going to be doing is this. We need to get this rather weed-filled field of wheat cut. We're going to be replanting this, replanting field 7 with grass for our cows. And possibly at the end of the year, we might see if we can use the top end of the field, I think, to create a BJ and have our own BJ on the farm rather than having to take our silage such a long distance. If we have the money to invest in that, I think that would be a really good way to go. And we'll use the modular BGA that comes with the pumps and hoses pack to do it. So we'll be able to really properly sort out our how our BGA looks and the layout of it and everything, which I think will be really, really useful. So we're going to be doing that. I do have a combine lined up to do this field with. We're going to hire a combine because it's only this year that we're using it. So we're going to head down to the shop in a moment to grab that. And I'm kind of hoping that my trailer over here, which itself could do with a wash, is going to be what we use to unload that. I think we might have to take the silage extension off it. I think that that might not work with the combine we're getting, because we're not getting an especially large combine, such a small field. So we'll take this over here and do and give this a quick wash, and then I think take the sides off, and then we can test the height of the combine when we get it here. But first, I need to get this out of the way and clean up. So yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to get the sides off the trailer, and we will get this all put away, and then we're going to head down to the shop. So been dropped off down at the shop. It's 8 in the morning, and in here we should be able to get combine that we're after, which is this. It's just a little John Deere 1175 cabin mechanic, and we're gonna get it with the Michelin tires on it. Flag, I want to put a US flag on it. No GPS, rim color in green, and we'll leave a license plate off. So let's buy we can buy no, we can't buy it. We don't have it by 10,000, but for 4,696 we can lease it. So let's lease that. And then if I go back and go and have a look at the combinations, there's a couple of headers we can use. That's for the larger one. We're going to go with this one, which is slightly smaller, and again we'll cut down on our leasing costs, so yes to that as well. And then finally, it should have a header trailer, I think, too. It doesn't. Okay, we will scoot it around on the road then, with its header on. And yeah, this is the combine we're going to be using. It is, as I said, A small little combine should do us absolutely fine for what we're after, though. Does beep rather nicely when going backwards. And we'll try and stick off the roads as much as possible because we are going to be driving along with a with the header. There we go. And connect it all up. Oh, interesting sounds to connect that up. And hopefully, as I said, this auger is going to be tall enough to get over the side of our Red Rock trailer. I think it might be, actually. I think we're going to be all right. So let's get this moving and get this back to the farm so that we can get this field done and out quickly today. Look at how nicely those fields are growing. So we've got cotton down the bottom here, followed by a field full of maize in the next one. And then coming back up the top here to field 6 and field 5A, where we've once again got cotton in both of these fields as well. It's really growing nicely, and it's going to be absolutely fantastic to have all of this come together later in the year. We're not far off. We've only got a few months before it's due. We need to get some more fertilizer on the ground, and our strip of grass is growing nicely as well, so that will soon be ready to cut. And speaking of grass and the fact that we're also going to be putting out straw from this wheat, what we need to do is collect it up, I think. Let's start this up and turn into... Oh, I need to start the combine going as well. We're putting out straw. So, yeah, we're going to need to collect this straw up as well. So, that's something we need to store as well as hay. So, a hay loft needs to be built on the farm as well. I need to get into that and see how much that costs. We're probably going to put the similar one into the one we got at Greenlands. That makes it very easy to store everything. And I think it's going to go kind of smack bang in the middle of our yard. There's a good space for it there. And because it has a pass-through, a drive-through area, it should be absolutely fine for us. But yeah, this little combine is going to knock this field out fairly quickly. And then we can crack on with the rest of the farm. But I don't know, actually, we've already got 1,000 litres off this field, and that's despite all of the weeds that are completely polluting this field. First headland is coming to an end, and we are exactly 50% full. No, 49% full. So just shy of half the tank, 2,894 litres. Not bad, to be honest, considering how full of weeds this is, and the fact that we are getting a really low yield off here. I mean, what is our yield coming off here at the moment? We're looking at there we go, yield level of about 70%. No, it's 75%. So yeah, between 85%, couple of little patches, 65%. No, so between 70 and 80%, mostly 75% around this field. So not too bad, considering I've done nothing with this wheat. It came with the farm, and we hadn't originally planned to do anything with it, and I haven't weeded it, I haven't fertilized it, I haven't even scanned the field. We are still getting an 80% yield off it. Not bad at all. And coming to the end of the second headland, we are over 90% full, as I expected. I think we might hit 95 if we're lucky. Yes, 95% full. So what we'll do here is just get the auger out. Will we see that from here? No, we won't. But that's all right, because what I'm going to do, turn off the header and bring my trailer underneath it. Yeah, we can get the red rock trailer under this. That's good news. This combine is actually bigger than I thought it was. So great that we're able to use our existing trailer with it, because I would hate to be in a position where I couldn't do that, and we had to rent something else. Quite where I'm going to put this, I don't know. We have a couple of barns that aren't overly used, but neither of them really have floors that are good for putting this into. So yeah, we may have to set aside a corner of the barn to do it, and maybe get an auger to pick it up later, or just pick it up with a bucket, although we don't have any particularly big ones. There we are, just emptying out. Auger back in. I don't think we're gonna need to do much other than just this trailer. How much does that take? That's 20%. So if we get four full combines off this, nearly, that is gonna be, yeah, 4 more full combines off this, which I don't think this field has. We might fill the trailer, but yeah, otherwise we've not got any eggs on here, as tempting as that is. We've not got so we've not got any chickens for eggs, so there's we're not really need the wheat for that. It's going to be 6 months though before the wheat hits the best price, and we're going to need the trailer before then. So yeah, I think we're going to probably just dump it on the floor for now, and then try and sell it later, depending on how much it is. I mean, it could be that we only get about 15,000 litres off this, in which case we're barely going to cover the cost of hiring this combine to get it cut, which is slightly hilarious. But this is why we went for a small combine and not one that was massive and would easily have cost more to have leased for the little amount of time that we needed it than we actually get back from this wheat. Looks like we're getting about 13 to 15% a row on here. We're up to 43% after 3 rows. So yeah, 6 row land is going to produce just about a full tank, which is fantastic. And it looks like I actually managed to estimate my cutting point, so that we get exactly 6 rows on here. That would be fantastic. That would be absolutely awesome. I'm not sure that is the case though, but we are doing well on here. We're going to get a decent amount. We're going to get, I think, half a trailer. I don't think it's going to be much more than that up here. And the 2 headlands is giving me enough space to get turned around and cut in without hitting the tractor as well, which is great news. Wow, my estimate really was spot on. I am so pleased with that. I'm getting an eye in for these, certainly these smaller headers for where the cut-in needs to be. We are only 4,000, we're only 80% full. We're coming up to that point, so we won't make it through the cut-in with this like that. So let's get the auger out, lift up the header, turn it, and should be able to empty out then. Yeah, there we go, into the trailer. So this should make our trailer about 40% full, I think. Oh, we'll get over half a trailer then. Yeah, we're gonna be well over. I think we might hit 40%. So coming up to it now, 10,000 litres in here, 38% in total. So not bad at all. That I'm pleased with the progress on this field and the fact that we're looking at getting a decent sized amount out of this. Let's get the auger back in and try and estimate. So 1, 2, 3. I reckon we want to cut in about here-ish. Yeah, I think about here-ish. And hopefully this will produce the same result as we had last time. So I think I cut in a little bit too early. Our next row is not quite going to be a full width of the header, but isn't going to leave a huge amount. So I'm going to go over a little bit, not fill my header from this side, and then that'll make it easier to fit between the rows with the next one. But yeah, nowhere near a full header for this. In fact, if we come in here, you can see how much I'm leaving empty from the header, just to make sure that we can fit it all in next time. Means that from this cut-in, we're going to have a slightly smaller amount in the combine. I don't think we'll make 80% as a result. We have made 50% by this point, but we are 4 rows into it. And yeah, it's gonna be one that doesn't do quite as well, but there is still space on this field. We are definitely going to be over 50% when we empty this time. And yeah, we might get 60 or at the outside even 70% of our trailer off this field. Straight down the middle, getting this last row in easily into our header. And that is the end of this row. Yep, there we go. 71%. I think what I'm going to do is we've got plenty of space left in this. Not enough to get all of this in, but I think there's only about 3 rows left here. So 2 rows will probably give us enough to fill the combine. We'll fill the combine, we'll bring the tractor and trailer over, and then we'll get the last row done. But we are almost done on this field. Am I going to hit a full tank before the end of this row? It's going to be close. Either way, the auger needs to come out, ready for the tractor and trailer. And nope, we are not going to hit a full tank before the end of this row. So yeah, nearly the whole rest of the field fits in this combine. And we've just got the 1 more row to go. And yeah, this will easily fit into our combine here. Yeah. Oh, wow. I love the beeps on this combine. Right. Let's empty this out before we hit full, because there's no point in actually hitting full with it. We might as well just do that, and then we'll maneuver the tractor and trailer to the end of the field, so that when it gets to the end, we'll just empty straight out. So empty this out here, and yeah, we're going to be over 50% full. Combine is empty. Let's just move this up to the top of the field and get it positioned in the right place. Oh, this has gone really well. It's only sort of 20 to 1 in the afternoon, and we've got this out. We're gonna have to work out how to deal with the rest of this field. I might go and get the pickup and the pickup header for our forage harvester and see if we can get all of this wheat off here, or all of the straw off here, because if we can then turn the rest of this field around today and get it moving to its new purpose, that would be perfect. We have not used this combine much though. We could have done 2 fields of this size without hitting the hour mark. So yeah, it's done as well, this little combine. But we are not going to be in need of it after this point. We'll empty the rest of this out. In fact, there we go. So turn that off. Turn that off. And we'll park this over here. Like so. And get them to come and collect it. Our time with the combine has come to an end, unfortunately. So let's get that returned in here. Harvesters, return that. Yes. Okay. And the header. We'll return that too. And that will stop us spending any more money on leasing. And then we can take this and, yeah, 16,424 litres. Exactly 60% full on the trailer. And this is going to have to go in a back corner of our shed for now, I think. I'm hoping there are collisions on the shed, to be honest. Because if there aren't, it is going to get a little bit messy. Yeah, that back corner over there. You can use that space to just dump this for now. And we do not have a bucket, so I'm going to have to get an auger, which isn't very expensive. Or I'm going to have to get a bucket for the tractor, which will take forever. Well, it'll take 8-9 buckets full. So let's just put this down here. Alternatively, I could get some chickens, and we use this as chicken feed. Well, that looks like it's piling up rather nicely in the corner without going out the sides. Yeah, we seem to be all right. Looks like there are some good collisions on these sheds, which is fantastic. Right, so next thing we need to do is get all of this straw up. So to do that, we're going to take this back into the shed, put our forage sides on it, and go and grab a forage header from the shop, I think. So down to the shop in our forage harvester. Of course, this is leased. We can't afford to buy this yet. But we've had it kicking around the farm. We do use it throughout the year, as is about to be evidenced by the fact that we're popping over here to the shop. And we want to get a forage header. There is a New Holland forage harvester in here at the moment, but we're not getting that. We can't afford to get that, of course. That came up at the end of the season. That would be different. But forage harvester headers, we need a John Deere header. I think, yeah, the one we want is this one here. So this is only 20,000, but we are going to lease it because the rest of the harvester is leased. So yes, okay. It also has no customizations on it, so that's another reason to lease it. We're not going to end up using it for, or end up wanting to alter it or make changes to it that will require us to own it. And we'll hook up to it here like so. Get this on. Will that work? Yep, apparently it will without connecting up the pipes. So don't quite know what's going on there. But yeah, we've got our pickup. Time to head back to the field and get this straw collected. As I left the straw, I felt a chill go down my spine, as if 100 people suddenly reached for the comments to tell me I'd done something wrong. And yeah, I went and checked. So this header may not pick up straw. I'm very much thinking it's not going to. So we're going to see. I'm going to try it. But yes, before everybody rushes to the comments, I have checked the shop. It does seem to say this only collects hay, which is why the cheap reason I got it. I want to pick up the hay on the farm with this. But I very much think this is not going to work for how I want it to. So yeah, let's take it down to the tractor and trailer and just start up. Oh, let's unfold the pickup. Get our bit out there. Turn that on. Turn that on. And let me guess, this won't work. That seems to be ignoring the straw completely. Yeah, that is ignoring the straw completely. So, yeah, that is an abject failure. So, next thing we need to do is find some way of collecting up this straw that makes it useful to us if we're ever going to use it at all. And I think that is probably going to be getting hold of a fairly inexpensive baler. Yes, second cheapest baler in the game, and using something from the DLC. Let's lease the Vermeer baler and get that back to here. So we'll lease this. Yes, please. Okay. Right. Let's take the John Deere here and go and grab it. So I've got the baler back from the shop, and I've been thinking on the way back that it might be a little bit more flexible for us to create hay bales and a little bit cheaper for us to create hay bales than if I was to keep that pickup header for the John Deere. If I keep the pickup header for the John Deere, then what we're going to have to do is I'm just going to change the bale size on this. I think we'll go with the 150s. Yeah, we'll go with the 150, so the mid-size bales here. It'll be slightly more bales, but I think, again, a little bit more flexibility. Yeah, so as I was saying, I'm thinking that my best bet is probably to get rid of that John Deere pickup header we just bought, which probably makes it even worse. Well, it does make it even worse that I picked that up now. And keep this baler. This should be slightly less expensive per day. I forget how much it was to lease. But let's have a quick look. Lease that. Yeah, 565 per day. Okay, so it's slightly more expensive to lease per day than that John Deere pickup header. But it does mean we don't have to go and build a massive hayloft to store these. We can probably just store them in the side of the barn or make some space somewhere to store them. So that will be much easier for us if I go with that. And then, yeah, we then don't have to worry. If we ever want to just put in a field of wheat to maybe get some of this and maybe make some more manure or to make some manure with the cows or anything like that, we can. And then I don't have to worry about that. And ultimately, we can very easily buy this baler as well. Let's just get that to there, 100%. And in fact, we could probably move the equipment we've got in the barn out of it. We don't need to do that. Is that a 125 centimeter bale? That is 750 liters. Yeah, I think that is perfect. So yeah, I think I'm going to go that way, but I'm not going to make any decision now. I'm going to leave it up to you guys. What do you think I should do? Do you think I should keep this baler and bale the hay when we come to do it? Or do you think I should keep the forage header for the John Deere and use that instead and build a hayloft to store it in instead? So let me know down in the comments, and I will go with what you guys say. Also, it'll let me know who's still watching by this point in the video. So kudos to you guys, and thank you for watching till now. Let everybody else know in the comments what they've missed and why they should watch as far in the video as you guys have. Headland done, and we've only got 2 bales and 83% of a third. That's not a lot of straw we're getting off here either. It's not a high yielding field. It's more doing this to make sure that we use everything we got on the farm. I'm not sure we're gonna make money off this field in total. With all the stuff that I've got hold of and leased and everything today, I think we might end up being a tad shy of a full setup. Oh, sorry, of a full profit off here, or any profit off here, to be honest. It's meant that we've got our field freed up, and we are going to have space to do things like build our BGA, hopefully, and things like that. The cotton harvest certainly should pay for that kind of stuff this year, and if not that, then then it will definitely be paid for by anything we put through it from the silage. But we need to have this. Yeah, we need to clear this field, basically. Coming to about halfway through the main body of the field, and we've got 5 bales so far. This is our 6th currently in the chamber. And, yeah, we're not going to get... Oh, wow. I think based on the fact that I only released 2 bales... in that whole bit, I think we're looking at 7 bales, maybe 8. I think 8 in total, considering we've got one we're about to empty here. So yeah, that is not a huge number of bales of this field. I don't think it might be enough to give our cows a little bit to create some manure from. We don't have a manure area yet, so there is that too that we would need to build. There's so much we need to build on the farm, and I'm just holding off spending the money at the moment because we need to lease a cotton harvester. Thank you to actually thinking about that. Thank you to everybody who's given the feedback on what I said about the cotton harvester last time. I think we're going to go with the case. So many of you pointed out why the John Deere was a really bad idea, and it wasn't just the price. So yeah, I think we're gonna go with the case with the original idea. I did get sent a slightly cheaper John Deere round baler. Could not work out if that also released partial bales, but the case will definitely release partial bales above 20%. So yeah, that's a very useful feature to have, because otherwise we're waiting an entire year to get the cotton out of the harvester, and yeah, I don't want to be doing that, especially with a leased harvester. You know, you run out of space in it, and or you fail to pick up a bit of cotton from it, and you then are stuck with the harvester costing you probably more than that cotton is worth to just be sitting there. Last little bit, and it's not going to be enough to get one more bale off here. So how many do we have in total? 8. Spot on 8 bales, with just a little bit of straw left in our baler. So we've got the Vermeer windrow, we've got the Vermeer baler. That's quite a nice setup to have. We do have a mower. We've got, you can see in the shed there, we've got the John Deere mower ready to go later in the year as well. So let's park this here and into place. And yeah, I'm gonna have to move my flatbed out of the way at some point. I think we're going to have to clear out all of our equipment from this shed over here, find somewhere else to store it. Shouldn't be too hard for the slurry tank. That can go down the far end. Everything else, is that leased? That's rented. We might get rid of that then. I think we'll have a clear out next time and a look through all of our equipment. We need to get spraying with this. Oh, we really need to get spraying with this. I'm not sure those are care tires. This can go elsewhere, and yeah, our cedar can go elsewhere. So I'm in no doubt that I can actually put everything away and sort that. But that is the end of the day. We've managed to get field 7 completely bailed up and cut and done. I don't think we've made any money on it. In fact, before we go, let's just check. How much did we lease today? We leased £9,541 worth of equipment in our leasing costs. And the amount we got off it was 16,000 of wheat, which is about £8,000 worth. Best price is not much better. We might get 10,000. So I don't think we've actually made anything on that field today. I think that field has actually cost us money to get done. But we have got some new equipment out of it. Don't forget to let me know it down in the comments below as to whether we should keep the John Deere pickup header or the baler. I will go with whichever way you guys decide down there next time. And yeah, we're going to clean up some of our rented stuff and get rid of some of the stuff that we don't use, I think, going into the next episode. For now, though, all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. Special thanks to all my patrons and channel members. Your support is invaluable in making these videos and helping the channel to grow. For more from Virtual Farmer, check out the links below, follow on Twitch to watch live, and for more videos, subscribe and ring that bell. I will see you next time. Goodbye.